Good morning, my friends. Today, I'm gonna make another small vase. It's gonna be from the leftover of what I had from the mango tree. It's gonna be a natural edge vase. I had a small branch off, and cut it up to manageable piece. I think it's going to work okay. I still see a little bit of deterioration on this, but not much at all. I think this is going to be a much more manageable piece. So, without taking any extra time, let me bring you around to the lathe and show you what I got. Well, I've mounted it up. It's had a small branch off over here. And the first thing I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to bore it out. I already got my center. I got it locked up, the full size of the log. I don't have enough room to make a tenon on it. So basically I'm just gripping the whole thing, bark and all, on my 100mm jaws. So I'm going to bore it out as much as I can and start seeing how it's going to shape on this end before I start and shape anything over here. I'll probably end up parting it off right around here once I establish the shape that I want. But I'll play that by ear and see how it goes. So I got my first bit over here set up. It's 1 1/4, I believe, and ready to go in there. Speed is set at 600 RPMs, and I think that will be fine. Okay, gonna go in here and start cleaning it up, nice and easy. Now this would make nice stuff to do repairs on some red wood. Unfortunately, seems like this bark, I'm unable to keep the outside of it. And I got a little deterioration on the outside edge over here. Let's see if I can get a little cleaner cut over here. Clean some of this up. I'm going to speed it up. Oh, darn. I gotta go back in here. I'm a little thick on this area right here. I don't want to do it from the outside. I basically just want to take off from here to here, roughly. I hope I don't lose my bark again. It's a little bit thick for the rest of the vase. I like the shape on the outside, so I'm not going to touch that. It's just I got that lump right here. Perfect. Much better. Bring out this edge a little bit and make sure that I keep these nice, sharp, crisp edges of the bark. Just want to come out a little bit here. I occasionally will make a mark on my tool rest for reference, because it's hard to see exactly which area I'm hitting at, and that way I can concentrate on that. I like that. I like all the growth grain lines from the bark. Looks beautiful. Time to sand it. In my opinion, whenever, and it doesn't happen all the time, but whenever I can keep these very crisp, sharp edges around the bark, detailing every little bit of the bark exclusions or inclusions, then that's what I aim for. Like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, but if I have that option, then I shoot for that option. Again, you know, that's only my opinion on what I do. It looks good if you break them off as well and sharpen it up, and I do that quite a bit. So not to take away from anything that anybody does. given the piece, this piece, a couple of coats of sanding sealer. It has been sanded to 400, and now I'm wet sanding it with 1200 grit wet dry. So parting this off is going to be a different task because I really don't have any extra on this, and I don't know, I might just part it out straight and not achieve exactly what I wanted, but I don't want to move the piece, which is an option that I have. Move it out and just to pot it a little bit right at the base. And like I said, if I move that, I'm not going to get it through, so I probably won't do that. Now, out of all the mango that I got, this is the only piece that was solid enough to make a piece without having all kinds of deformations on it, and was able to maintain its beauty for what it represents. Beautiful wood grain. Bark, the coloration that I got, these lines going on the outside of the bark, the growth rings on it, just simply beautiful. I think it's actually one of the better features of the wood. The wood in itself is nice, but without this bark, it really would not be much of a piece. Let me bring you over the top here. Really beautiful stuff going through here. Beautiful. This makes up for the whole piece. This up a little bit closer in there. I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna get a little closer and then finish it off with the saw, but buff it before I finalize it. Well, I gotta concave the bottom and remove the rest of this little nub. And generally what I do when I got a piece like this and I don't have any real way to mount it up and finish it, I do that on the drill press. I take my disc and grind away at it a little bit until I get a concave, and also polish it right on the drill press. Apply wax, put the paper towel with my sanding disc and buff it up at that time. Well, my friends, I'm going to call this one a success. First piece of mango that the rot didn't get the best of me. Finished off. You can see that I got a little bit of that sapwood where is the area that's rotted away on the previous pieces that I had. This area is a little bit softer than the rest of it. But anyway, this just came out really nice. Keeping this bark on was a little bit of a challenge, but worth every second that I took to maintain it. It just worked out really nice. Love the growth rings on it, on what shows up. Just really pretty. The edges are super crisp and sharp. I did not round these over at all, so the whole piece is very fragile. But here it is. Mango vase success at last. Pretty piece. I wish I had tons of this. I really do. Has a little knot going through here, which is nice. It's solid. Not going anywhere. Very nice wood grain. I hope I get some more of this soon. It's another piece of wood. Another beauty that I will be on the lookout for future. Well, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. You'll and if you have, thank you. And leave a comment below. Love to hear from you guys and feedback, and you know, it doesn't matter if it's not even if it's not positive, just giving me your thoughts or ideas on how you would approach certain pieces, you know, is a big plus. You know, I kind of did this one for a little while there. I was actually thinking, because it was fairly small, I was thinking of creating a natural edge bowl. Well, I'm glad that I went with this route. I think it justified the wood. I still have one more piece of this, actually. So I'm going to see what comes up out of that one. It might be a little bit larger than this one, but it's a little weird, so I don't know. Take care. See you soon.